Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a little bit about my current treatment plans with regard to my Crohn's disease and also kind of what my plans are for the future for treatment. So right after I was diagnosed in October of this year with Crohn's disease, my gastroenterologist started to discuss different treatment options that would be available to me, what he recommended would be best. Recommended we start is with a family of medications called Biologics. I have a little bit of information on it. I've just got my phone right here. So basically, Biologics are designed to block your immune system. Two different types of medication, one being Humira, which I'm sure everybody's heard of, and the other being Remicade. So after talking a little bit with my insurance company, it sounded like the Remicade was going to be the best option for me. I'm scheduled to start that on January the 12th. And in my conversation with the GI doctor, we talked a little bit about kind of how those medications work. And if anybody knows me, they know I try to make everything a joke. So in my conversation with him, I joked a little bit about not having heard a pill option in there related to these two different types of treatment. So just a little bit of backstory. I am deathly afraid of needles. I've started to overcome it a little bit in the last couple months, basically because I've had no choice between all of the blood work and hospital visits and everything in the last few months. It's something I've just kind of had to overcome. I'm still afraid, but it's definitely something that I've started to kind of overcome. But both of the types of medications we discussed, both of the biologics are injectable medications. So starting in January, when I begin the Remicade, go to an infusion center that's near the hospital here in my area and basically be set up on an IV, and the medication will slowly be infused, is how they put it. So like I said, I haven't started the Remicade infusions yet, but when I called to make my appointments for the infusion, I had initially talked to my doctor a little bit about kind of how it would work, how often am I doing this, and recommends that I have the infusions once every 8 weeks, essentially for the rest of my life or for as long as this is working. So I know my doctor said that he is not one that's quick to change medication. He wants to really give your body the opportunity to respond to it. So it sounds like for the foreseeable future, this will be my treatment plan of action. So when I called the office to the infusion center to get the appointment scheduled, you for your introductory doses have to be scheduled exactly 2 weeks apart from each other, and then exactly 4 weeks after that. And then once I have those few introductory doses, then I can start once every 8 weeks, provided that my body's reacting okay. I guess they want to make sure that you're not having any kind of, reactions, anything like that. So that's what I'll start in January. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but it's currently December 2015, and like I said, I was diagnosed at the end of October 2015. So for the last 6 weeks or so, and for the next month or so until I start my Remicade infusions, I have been prescribed a medication called Prednisone, which is basically a steroid that is just kind of a general steroid that can help with inflammation anywhere in the body. And my doctor also recommended that I continue to take a probiotic, which is something that you can get over the counter. He really recommended a probiotic called Align, which has seemed to really work for me. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's definitely something that's been worth it, especially if the doctors recommended it. I did try a Target probiotic, and the Align definitely seemed to make a difference. So basically those are the major plans of action that I have right now. One thing I do want to say about the steroid is it was crazy life-changing after I started taking it. When I mentioned my symptoms in my last video about kind of while I was being diagnosed, what my symptoms looked like, I was so incredibly tired. And one thing that was really neat about the steroid is that I felt like I had so much energy. It was probably one of the first couple days I had been on the steroid. Like I said, I had been so tired and kind of had let some things at the house kind of go by the wayside just when you're not feeling good. Of course, you know, you just basically do the bare minimum and then everything else can wait. So my husband joked one night we were here at home and I was kind of running around picking up things here and straightening up this and straightening up that, and he said, oh my gosh, will you just sit down? Will you just, it can wait, it's fine. And I remember saying, I don't know when I'm going to have this kind of energy again. I want to take advantage of it. So it's been good for the most part. The steroid has been good. It's definitely helped with energy levels and inflammation. I'm going to talk in some other videos about kind of diet and how that's been helping with some discomfort and things like that I'm having. But overall, the steroid seems to be working, so that's good, but I know that you can't be on a steroid for your entire life, so I'm looking forward to starting the Remicade treatment here in the next month or so, and I'll be giving some updates on that when the time comes. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting some medication that's specifically related to the disease that I'm facing, so stay tuned.